Hello, my beautiful Cancers. How are you doing today? How is the summer treating you? I hope you're staying cool. If you're um in the northern hemisphere, that maybe you're doing some outdoor activities to stay nice and fresh and cool. Or with some air conditioning inside. For those of you in the southern hemisphere, I hope that you're enjoying some outdoor activities also, maybe with cooler temperatures. So I hope it's working out well for everyone. We are experiencing a summer of intensity, a summer of passion, a summer of love. And what's happening is these eruptions are taking place that are exposing maybe patterns within toxic relationships, patterns where um, how we receive love, how we give love, how we may be projecting our needs on a love partner or in any type of relationship with somebody that we love. And and where we can fulfill our own needs, particularly for you, Cancer. There is this theme with that new moon being in Cancer. You know that it goes in 6 month cycles. The new moon starts a cycle and then the full moon closes it out and wraps it up. And so in 6 months, we'll have the full moon that will be the wrap up of this cycle that started for you, Cancer. And that the cycle particularly has an impact on where you may have a strong wound in your life, what is known as the Chiron wound. And this wound would surround purpose in life. What am I here for? What does this all mean anyway? Where's my direction in my life? What do I want to do? Am I able to take a look? And I guess the antidote for this, okay, is to not be hard on yourself when you're asking these kind of questions and feeling like maybe you're at a loss. Recognize that you're having those feelings. But don't be hard on yourself because this is a Cancer thing. I mean, everybody goes through their own Chiron wounds, right? But this could be a pretty strong one for you. So just recognizing, this is an energy, and you're definitely not alone. Okay. And you can be completely gentle, and just become aware, and then to be able to take a note of where your interests lie. Okay, so it's easier to hone in or develop skills and talents um, when we're interested in something. There's a reason that you're interested in the things that you're interested in. That's a massive and significant key to life purpose. Okay. That's sort of like the key that unlocks the door to your life purpose. So recognizing the things that you're interested in, seeing how you can have curiosity in developing skills around this, and then what type of work would you be able to pursue within these talents and skills that you have developed and fine-tuned. Okay. So that's kind of the theme for the next 6 months. You will definitely be able to have a big opportunity to heal that wound completely, which is exciting. And so what does that mean for you? I mean, the implications of that are huge for Cancer. You guys will have the ability to be able to feel connected to life in a deeper way and feel fulfilled in a sense of purpose. And that really supports the feeling of prosperity and success in life, just feeling like we're successful. I don't think that we all measure success in the same way. And I honestly believe that the measurement of success is being redefined. Honestly, I believe with my personal understanding of quantum physics and about law of attraction and about how things work, my personal take on the redefinition of success is, can I successfully feel pleasant and happy inside my body right now, regardless of any circumstances that are taking place? If I can suspend needing something outside of me to take place, either in a person or an event, an activity, something that I'm doing, something that I can present to the world, if I can suspend the feeling of success being determined externally, and I can redefine success as how I feel right now, because what you're feeling in your body consistently, and most actively, is what is you're going to attract and get more of in your life. So success really is an energetic and um, an emotional thing. So we have to then really begin to understand that if I can feel successful as I simply feel happiness, joy, like I said, pleasant, um, if I can feel satisfied with my life, if I can look around my life and I can see the things that are working well for me and focus on those versus being hard on myself about things that aren't working on me, that would really be a much more wise definition of success at this point in our evolving consciousness. So that's just my little take on it, Cancer. I will now go ahead and defer to the cards so that we can take a look and see what these energies in the middle of July are looking like for you, what your higher self has to say in order to help you navigate on your highest timeline and feel like you are living your best life. So like I said, let's go ahead and defer to the tarot. I am going to start with the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms. Then I will move over to the gold foil deck for clarification. And then I have a standard Rider-Waite deck also for clarity. All of the cards that I use will be in the description if you are interested in any of those. And yeah, let's just see what happens. Sorry about that camera bouncing. And yes, I do need to put my glasses on so I can see the best. See you guys. All right, so like I said, Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms. Whoa, we just had 3 cards pop out immediately. More than 3 cards pop out for you. I feel like we do need to take a look at these cards. Often I'll reshuffle if there's a bunch of cards that pop out just because it may not be for you, but I'm feeling like, yeah, this is something we need to take a look at now for you. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. So we have the 10 of Cups here. 10 of Cups is, let me get my wand. The 10 of Cups is happiness, emotional happiness within the home. Now, because this is a 10, we're wrapping up a cycle, right? This is the final outcome of something that you have experienced, circumstances in your life and things that have played out to support this warm, happy feeling of emotional security in your home life. But then what happens from here is that it begins to evolve into something new, because nothing ends without something else beginning. And it really just one energy dovetail is into the next, making way for something new. So if you are feeling happiness in your home, I can certainly appreciate that along with you of how wonderful that is, and say that's great for you. I like this for you. What we're seeing here is this 5 of Wands where there's a sense of conflict. Okay, so if we're seeing a 10 here with the 10 of Cups, and this being, like I said, everything is kind of copacetic right now. And then it starts to lead into something else so that it gives way to, because nothing is stagnant. Nothing ever actually stays the same. This is actually opening up another door. Well, we need liberation in order to open up another door. We need to have new experiences in order to open up a new door, right? So when we see a 5 on the table, 5 represent conflict and liberation. So it's through the conflict, oftentimes, because things are shifting inside of us, our perceptions are shifting, our needs are shifting. Now, the 5 of Wands can be talking about a creative conflict where you're feeling a block in your creativity, which would be very resonant with this new moon energy that I was talking about, where you are feeling creatively blocked and not being able to connect with that sense of purpose and what it is that you want to do with your life. It can be also a sense of conflict in competition as well. So you may be feeling like a sense of defeat around whether or not to bring forward what it is that you want to do or engage in what you want to do, because there may be many other people doing it as well. All right. So what I would do is I would definitely be looking at how good this feels. Okay. First of all, because we want to connect back for happiness in order to be able to move forward. So we're going to appreciate this. We're going to recognize that the sense of like feeling blocked or uncertain, because what we do know, as a matter of fact, is that there on the other side of this is something brilliant for you, something magnificent, that light coming through. And so this is you facing that block. All right. Like, I'm aware of it. I see it there, but she doesn't look defeated in any way. Right. She's looking at it head on. And because she's looking at it head on, there's room there for now for, her to get to the other side. There's availability for her to get to the other side. So here's the next card is the temperance. And this is talking about where you are relaxed and calm within yourself in order to be able to be open to the inspiration from spirit. And so when we see mountains in the tarot, what we're looking at here, and even jaggedy rock cliffs there, right? Um, what we're seeing here is again challenges, conflict, challenges. But the temperance says, as you temper your energies, your passions, as you temper your demands on life, if you don't try to force things to happen or get low because things aren't happening, it's a happy balance in between. You are then able to receive inspiration through spirit. Now, for feet are grounded in this water, which is great because you're a water sign. You're the cardinal water sign. You need to be grounded in your emotions, knowing that your emotions are your guide. If I'm feeling good, then this is something to continue to think about. It was a good perception to have on the situation because this is in line with what my higher self knows to be true, and I'm on my path. If I feel despair or a hardship inside of myself, if I'm feeling difficulty inside of myself, it's okay, but just know that you're looking at that in a way that your higher self is not looking at the situation. That's how we ground ourselves in the emotions, is by using our emotions for what as they were designed. And that is our guidance system to connection with spirit, which is the most authentic and truest version, the quickly expanding version of us as we have experiences. Our higher self expands without resistance. Okay. So you want to be able to use those emotions and temper those emotions to be able to rise above any challenges that you have had and be able to be connected with that higher version of yourself, that angelic version of you, grounded in your emotions, and it will bless your physical life. And how is it blessing your physical life? Well, this is the Knight of Wands. This is where you get to actively engage in your passions. Okay. This is hands-on. This is understanding or beginning to like it really it's adventure, it's exploration, but all based in your solar plexus because this is fire energy. Solar plexus, which is your passions. And that's what I was talking about. What are you passionate about? What interests you? What sparks your fire? What makes you light up inside? Go in that direction. Walk in that direction internally and then externally as well, because wands is going to be the external energy. Okay. It's going to be actively pursuing. We have now here in connection with this five of wands, the eight of swords. Okay. So when we have an eight, what we're talking about is abundance, or where we are not allowing ourselves to expand to be abundant. What this is telling me is that there has been a what we have what we're seeing here is that there has been there has been a mindset. That's where we're at. There's been a mindset because it's sword. So we're talking about information, perception, workings of the mind, uh, and that type of knowledge. Okay, so what we're always reaching for is the spiritual knowledge, which is just lighter emotions. Okay, that's how we're in tune with our spiritual emotions. But if you're blocking those, or if those are feeling blocked, right, you're going to feel like you don't have any ability to make any movement. That you're literally stuck in this position and you have no way out. Now, eights are abundant in nature, but we can go to the far end of this, which is where this card lies, is in the lack of. So your persistence tells us your perception is based in the lack of abundance. Now, this could be abundance of idea. This could be abundance, financially. This could be abundance of resources. It could be abundance of support. But you're feeling like you're not able to change the situation. Again, this may just be a very comfortable environment here, and it's not really pushing you out of your comfort zone to move in these directions. This would do it. So what we could be looking at here is where you have been comfortable. You know it's time for change. There's this inner conflict going on. Maybe it's an external conflict, but a conflict definitely going on. All right. It's a small conflict. It's something that's easily going to be able to overcome because the Five of Wands is the least conflictual card in the deck. Okay. We have Temperance, where you're not trying to force anything. Okay. Don't force it to happen. Tune in and let it happen. Connect with those higher emotions and your sense of passion. What lights your fire? You have to be very, very clear of what lights your fire and what you have been doing that seems like it was the appropriate thing to do based on what other people have told you or what other people have needed. No, this is about you, Cancer. What is it that you like to do? All right. Let's keep going here. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the gold foil deck. So I'm going to get some more clarity on this spread. All right. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper, guys. All right. So I'm just going to ask for clarity on the storyline altogether. Okay. Okay. Out of balance. All right. That makes sense. Totally. Now, out of balance could be, well, okay. Okay. Interesting. That is fascinating, right? I say fascinating because what we're seeing is the two of Pentacles here can talk about things being out of balance in your life, but it also can talk about that you have this new focus in your life and it's learning how to navigate the energy, navigate the focus, navigate the attention from where you had your attention, where your attention's going now, what is coming with you, what's staying behind, um there's a lot of decisions that need to be made in your material life. Okay. What we're seeing here is now this could be because you have reached a final destination or a very big milestone. This is a card of reaching a milestone in your life, like a graduation, a wedding, something along those lines where you're celebrating. And now what happens here is, yeah, you're going to have to figure things out from a different perspective, from a different point of view in your life. All right. And how does that pertain to all of my wants and all of my needs being met in my material resources? Okay. Now, if I recall from a previous read for you guys, what I was seeing is that you had a really big opportunity, a real significant upshift in your relationship with your higher self or with a partner. This definitely could be marriage. Definitely could be marriage. All right. And now what we're seeing here could be supporting that marriage, but we're seeing the truth in a situation. This is absolute discernment in your uniqueness. This is how you are able to set yourself completely apart from. This is where you stand up inside of yourself, knowing completely who you are with perfect clarity. Okay. The relationship within yourself, and then that translates to relationships with other people as well. The relationship within yourself is one of, that you have to be honest and true to you. And in order for you to have all of your wants and all of your needs, in order for you to have that clarity and be able to balance everything out in your life, you 100% have to be true to yourself right now. Okay. That's a strong theme of being true to yourself in order to what? Holy, whoa, wow. Okay. Wow, in order for ultimate success. This is a success in every aspect of your life, okay? This is absolute perfect success in what you're passionate about. Both of these are fire energy. Okay, we got Sagittarius here, we've got Leo here. Both of these are talking about the action that you take based in passion is where all of your success is going to be. Okay. So if this is a new relationship, yeah, have fun, be passionate in our relationship, understand who you are in this relationship, maintain your uniqueness, maintain who you are. If this is a relationship with newness in your world, like maybe like I said, if this is graduation, this is a new job, you're having to really stand in your power to obtain the prosperity that is available for you. Okay. Really standing in your power. Your life is about to expand. This is where you come out of your comfort zone. Strong, strong feeling of connection to this 10 of cups, where like everything was happy, it felt like everything's really working out. I'm in my comfort zone. Now this is where you kind of leave that house. This is the house of castle here. The castle here is this comfort zone of everything you had built for yourself. This is now the exterior world where you're like, where can my life expand? My life is expanding, making some strong decisions around where my life stands. But those strong decisions, 100% must be based in your passions and your authenticity. Okay. It must be inspired through your higher self. Okay. And this is definitely, this is continue to focus on the things that you have been working on that are working out for you, because it's about to pay off big time. You see how all these are stacked up? This person is not paying attention to everything else. They're focused on what's important to them. They're honing it. There we see them honing in on their skills and their talents, right? He's really honed in on that, not worried about everybody else. That village is behind him. He separated himself from what everybody else, the demands of society, and he's honed in on those skills, and it's about to pay off big time. Okay. I can feel that for you, Cancer. Prosperity is right here, like large payoff. I want to say an enormous amount of financial balance with not just your needs being met, not just enough anymore, but you being able to have this creative outlet that brings in a much more broad sense of financial security that allows for a different, I think so. It allows for more experiences, allows more flexibility, allows for you to be able to purchase more of the things that you would like to purchase. You know what I mean? Like your money grows, you have more time available. All of these things are um, about to be much more visible to you and tangible, like real life. Like you're about to really have these physically in your life based on you being true to what you want. And here we see this is now another card of success, where other people actually can see your success. This is where other people are cheering you on. Here's where you had that wand, you made that decision. This decision is based on your own personal truth, okay, directed by your higher self, or your relationship with yourself and strong relationships with other people. If that is in fact what's going on here, is that you have other people, you have a strong relationship with what you're passionate about, and then you're able to bring it out visible into the exterior world and be able to take that next big triumphant lead, okay, in your life. You're about to have another big triumph for yourself. And the King of Swords again. The King of, I'm going to go, you know what I want? What we're going to do here is we're going to get more information. I'm going to go ahead and turn back to the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms. I love that for going really deep. And we're going to take these two. I like this here. I like this here. I like all of the, I like it all, but let's go ahead and what I really want to see. So, okay. So what is this? The sword? What is the sword of truth? The sword of enlightenment, the sword of knowledge, but also there's two sides. The sword has two sides to it. That is action and inspiration. Okay. So this is where you're using both the knowledge that you have obtained, and you're taking action with it within your own sense of authentic self. Okay. But I want to go ahead and I really want more information on these two kings. So this is what we're doing. 5 of Swords. Okay. We saw here the 5 of Wands. Conflict. Now, the 5 of Swords is where you actually have to step away from influences from other people. The way that other people would suggest or have in the past suggested the way that you go, and maybe these people have suggested the way that you go about handling the situations in your life or what you pursue in your life. And you're having to separate yourself away from them, do some real, significant internal reflection here in order to make these strong, authentic decisions. Okay. You cannot rely on the advice of other people or a traditional way of doing things. The way that you've always done it, it's time to change it. Again, coming out of that comfort zone. You're coming out of the comfort zone here, and you're having to make a strong decision that will be victorious. That strong decision will be victorious. Okay, let's keep going on that King of Swords. More information on the King of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, this opens up a brand new door. I told you it's gonna be financially prosperous. Here we have it. It's gonna be financially prosperous. So this is a new stream of financial remuneration. Okay. New stream of finances. You may be leaving a job. You may have just gotten into a new job. You may be promoted in a job. And here we have now the Two of Cups again. So this could also be where you are connecting finances with a partner. Definitely. Partner resources, shared resources. But I have been feeling really strongly for you, Cancer, in these last few readings it's really more about the connection with you and the authentic you that brings forward whatever it is that you're interested in into the world. And now we have the Three of Wands. Okay, just the Two of Wands. We have the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands is where you have made that decision. You can see where your world is beginning to expand in places that you had not suspected it may expand. I also have to take a look here, and you see where you were in this and at this part of the stage of the game, this Eight of Swords, where you couldn't see your way out of it. You're stuck exactly where you were. You can't see what's on the other side of this block or this turmoil. You need to spend some time by yourself. You need to be making sure that you are giving yourself time to connect with the authentic version of you, okay, in order to open up these doors. We have here this Three of Wands, which talks about where you have thought that there was maybe nothing or not much available for you, to now the ship coming in, okay? So here's where we see it's kind of out of balance. This is like turbulence is like whether or not the ship is going to, you're going to be able to meet the ship, or you're going to be able to get your footing on this new ship, which is a new opportunity, right? Here is where the ship has come in and you are settled now into a flourishing, absolutely flourishing life where your light is going out into the world. And that's this light of passion. So whatever it is that you are interested in right now that brings you happiness, that brings you joy, there is a solid avenue of uplifted finances that is being directed by your higher self. And it is about connecting to those emotions that feel positive, allowing yourself to be guided by whether or not something feels good to you. If you continue on the path of what feels good to me, what do I enjoy, what lights me up, you're going to be on the path directed by your higher self. You're going to be very prosperous, and this is going to strengthen your relationship with you and your higher self, you and the angelic version of you, you and your creative passions, you and the success of your life. And you are going to feel, like I said in the beginning, it's this feeling of success that you within your own self, your own decisions. I'm not saying that you didn't make your own decisions before, but were those decisions based on what other people wanted for you? We have to take a look at that and really consider if that was the case, if you're being asked here to just separate yourself from what everybody else would be having you do. That would be where your block is coming from, is putting other people's ideas and intentions for your life above your own. Because what we're seeing here is that your passions, now without trying to force anything, but being guided by those emotions, Oops, I'm so sorry about that, guys. I did not have my ringer off. Your intuition, your passions, the pursuit of these. And I'll tell you, the more you respect what you love, the more other people respect what you love as well. They respect you. You naturally have healthy boundaries, and that is a very attractive trait. Healthy boundaries is very attractive when you're tuned in to your desires, your passion, your love for life, and it'll be very rewarding for you on on all front. And what I want to see here is final outcome. Go ahead and star. Star. The star is and this is again the two of wands. As you make that decision, you're gonna step out of your comfort zone. Okay, I also had the three of wands pop out. The two of wands, take action, take action, take action on your inspirations, take action on your creativity. You guys are very tuned into your heart. Your hearts are very creative. You have all the ability to do this. You're very poised to do this as a cardinal water sign. And what you'll see here is like temperance, where she's grounded in that water. She's not forcing this. I say female because it's just depicted here, but that feminine internal intuition energy. Okay. And then you see the water bearer here, which is Aquarius. This is also Aquarius. As you're tuned into your authentic self, this and aligned with your happiness, with your joy, with your guides, with your higher self, all of those things, right? The positive emotions. As you're aligned with those things, the energy inside your body aligns. You're able to have this connection, this with source energy, with inspiration, with creativity, with and be able to bless and flourish in that positive life. What this is this is the promise of blessings after a difficult period of time. And that those blessings always come from a strong connection with yourself, with yourself. Okay. So your life is definitely about to change. You are definitely about to become more prosperous as you decide to allow yourself to get out of your comfort zone based on intuition, feel positive inside your body, and pursue. This is literally the action that you're taking, creative action. Okay. And this could be also a love relationship. I can't deny that because fire energy is definitely the masculine side of like a romantic connection. Okay. Fire energy is a masculine energy. So so we could be talking about actual, you know, engagement in love with someone. We could also be talking about the masculine action in life itself, certainly. Okay. So it's time to move forward with what you love and you will prosper. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is the promise of all of the blessings of based on what you have wanted. And there's no bigger, better outcome ultimately than the sun, because this is where everything in your physical world is in manifest. Okay. It's in manifest. But remember, this is based on you pursuing your passions. Okay. All right. So I hope that was helpful for you. Um, Cancer. Sorry. I hope that that was helpful for you, Cancer. It is really about this healing of your connection with your higher self, with your intuition that is telling you to pursue your passions. And there were a couple of cards in there that we saw that were talking about you separating yourself from other people in order to focus on what you want and honing on your skills. This is literally the key to healing your wound. If you still have one, if you still have not been able to at this point in your life, been able to heal that Chiron wound around purpose. And there's a reason why some of these messages come in at the beginning. And I feel like inspired to speak to the energies that are present within your reading ahead of time before we even consult the card. This plays in literally with what I had said before, the key to breaking your Chiron wound. And here's the really cool thing. I love this. Oh, okay, here we go. This is going even a step further. if you look back at mythology and the story of Chiron, okay, he was wounded. He was conceived through, a wounded, through a wound. He was born and immediately sustained more wounds. And these are talking about emotional wounds. So his mother was what he was conceived against his mother's will. His mother, because he was half horse and half human, his mother immediately abandoned him. She turned herself. She had herself turned into a tree nymph. Huh? Funny. That's interesting. That's interesting. She had herself turned into it because she was so mortified. He was taken in by brother and sister Athena and Apollo, and was taught all the ways of the gods with between his prophetic gifts, his healing gifts, his gifts in the art and creativity. He was extremely educated, highly educated, okay, as he dove into the things that interested him, all right? And what he was able to do is he was able to turn his wounds into medicine that was able to help him. Now, if you go a little bit further into the Chiron story, what we see is that he then was wounded again, and it was a wound that he was not, because he was immortal. He was not able to die from this fatal wound. It would have been fatal had he not been immortal. So he wasn't able to die from the wound, and it wasn't able to heal because it was a wound from a poison that was made from the god. Okay. So he was stuck in this state. He, again, stuck in this place, stuck in this place, stuck in this place. So what he did was he, and I don't remember the exact details, so I apologize, but it was around freeing Prometheus from his curse from Zeus, and trading places. He asked for his immortality to be taken. Okay, so he became mortal. Now, during that time, the centaurs, because half human, half horse that he was, and he was raised by the gods, but the other centaurs that were on Earth, they came from a different origin, and they were brute. They were unruly. They were like I said, brutal and lawless, and they excessive drinking and taking their pleasures at will, their personal will, not anybody else. Okay. So they literally were like savages nearly. Okay. And they just did as they pleased, and they were lawless. But what he was able to do when he now became mortal, he lived with them for I think 900 years. He lived with the centaurs, and he was able to take all of the things that he had learned and all of the things that he had overcome in his life and be able to teach others as well. So what we see here is your ability, as you become familiar with your talents, your gifts, your skills, and the things that you're personally interested in. And as you bring those forward into the world, you now, where your Chiron wound was, becomes your greatest medicine for the world. And that's what this card is talking about. As you heal yourself, you will be a blessing to others. You will be receiving enormous, like when he lived with the gods, right? Enormous amount of blessings. But then what happened is Aquarius is Prometheus. Okay. All right. So in the Greek mythology, Aquarius is Prometheus. And Prometheus, because he was freed by Chiron. Well, he was freed by Hercules, but at Chiron's request. It was part of this whole process of him becoming mortal. And because of all of the good that Chiron did with his life, Prometheus, when Chiron did eventually die, he turned him into a star constellation. And so that he could remain in the heavens with God in his rightful place. So that's what this card is talking about, right? This is where you're headed. This is what's available for you. And the key literally is following your passions. And I'm not kidding when I talk about you will be prosperous. You will find a feeling of success that is not based in the external world, which means it cannot be taken away from you. You have every ability to fine tune your emotions into a positive place. Every one of us has that ability if we withdraw our attention from circumstances or turn our attention to other things that do inspire happiness, but we just continue to do that for the purpose of feeling good, for the purpose of feeling good, pursuing interests for the purpose of feeling good, bringing things into the world for the purpose of feeling good, not trying to save anybody, literally for the purpose of feeling good. Okay. That's the key to all of this. And I'm not kidding when I talk about your prosperity is obtainable and it can never, ever be taken from you because that prosperity initiates from in here. And you guys are powerful with your emotions. Powerful. Okay, Cancer? All right. So I'm really thrilled for you about what's going on for you. Now, I didn't intend for us to be a 6-month reading, but because of the subject matter that was coming up, I would have to say that you can move through this as fast as you're able to, but be very gentle, kinder, and more graceful you are with this process, the easier it will be to integrate this new way of living, this new way of being into your life, and to be able to receive all of the subtleties in inspiration and all of the subtleties in your prosperity. Okay. To be able to kind of fine tune all of the pieces necessary in order to solidify a very, very, very balanced or very balanced, resourceful, full of resources, meaning energy, inspiration, um, home life again, like the home that you have, the car that you drive, all of your material possessions, and of course, your material finance, all in a very balanced way. So this is a process. This is not a race. This is a journey to an evolved version of you, and it's all being inspired in order to raise that connection between you and your higher self. Okay. And when you're tuned into your higher self, that's where all the goodness of life really, really happens. It's like you and source are unstoppable in what you're able to achieve, what you're able to experience, what you're able to have, what you're able to do. And this is where life is really good. So I hope that was very helpful for you, Cancer. You are definitely undergoing a major transformation, as are all of us. This is where your transformation is, and it is exciting. So I hope that you fall in love with life, are deeply in love with yourself, the things you're interested in, and you are watching your prosperity grow. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate all of your support and your interest in my channel. Do please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell if you would like to see more of this content and would like to me to continue to be part of your journey. I'm enjoying this very much, and so I hope you are as well. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video.